If you're feeling stuck in your life or in your manifesting, taking a look at your chakras can give you some great insight on what's really going wrong. Balanced energy is the hallmark of being in alignment. Are you ready to learn about chakras to amplify your own manifesting power? Well, here today we have Alkemia Earth, and she's going to talk to us about her 5-day chakra manifestation challenge, which is starting November 2nd. Welcome, Alkemia. Tell us what's going on.
Hey, thanks for having me, Naijha. Yeah, so I was just inspired with everything going on in the world with the stress and the pandemic and all of this stuff. It's really a good time to go within and focus on our health and wellness. And one of my practices that I've been doing for some time now has been yoga. And even before yoga, I was, I'm a certified Reiki master and subtle energy practitioner for over 10 years now. And chakras are so amazing in terms of what they can do for us. And I think a lot of people, we're so focused on our bodily health that we forget that our bodily health depends on our energetic well-being. And we're all information, which is energy, right? And so every cell, every atom in your body is literally just energy. And it's how that energy is arranged, it basically is how it manifests as a body or as a specific organ, and that intelligence within the information. Chakras are basically energetic centers within the body. There's actually 114 chakras. Not to get too deep into that now, but we'll focus on the 7 major. And those are responsible, they're connected to internal organs and the nerves in your body. And so when those chakras are open, or when they're closed, or when they're out of balance or in balance, that literally will trickle down into the body, into the physical body, emotional body, and we're affected by that. So I was just inspired to put together a 5-day challenge where we could all kind of get together, learn a little bit more about our energetic body, and learn how we can actually heal ailments that we're having in the body, heal if you're having sleeping issues, boosting immunity, I think is really such a focus for a lot of people during this time of year where a lot of our eating does get compromised because we're moving into the colder season and we start to kind of slip into that comfort food mode. And with the holidays and all of that. So, and with everything going on top of that, I think immunity is such a big thing right now. And yes, we can eat well and we can do all of the herbs and all of that, but our energetic body is so powerful. And if we work from that higher level, from the energetic body on down, I think results happen much quicker. I've just experienced so many amazing transformations just working through the energetic body.
Yeah, before we came on, I was just telling Alkemia about my the throat chakra, so we'll get into that in a second. You can, kind of talk about the individual chakras and what they do. But I know, I have to focus on my throat chakra. I have some bullet points here for joining the 5-day challenge. Can you speak to some of this?
Yeah, basically we are going to be focusing on, so when we're able to work from the energetic body on down, creating and balancing your own reality, basically, that's just basically you being able to manage your energy. We are all energy at the end of the day, our thoughts, emotions, everything is all energy. So being able to navigate that energy, manage that energy in such a way that works for you is really what creating balance and creating your reality is all about. And with manifestation, we hear a lot about law of attraction and manifestation, and law of attraction is actually one of the 12 universal laws, and it's the most popular. And it's one of the, and I think a lot of people start with law of attraction because it's one of the easiest ones to work from first if you're tapping into the 12 universal laws. But yes, a lot of people we are tired of being stuck in a routine. We're tired of showing up in places where we don't want to show up. And most of us have this in their calling to live the life we want to live. And we all have, for us, it all looks different ways because we're all different. So for this, when we work through the energetic body, this is really about us getting back to our core, peeling back the layers that are not really us, and getting back to who we really are. And so I think that's a major, major thing for most people. And I think some people, even with midlife crises and things like that happen, it's because we get tired. Our soul gets tired of wearing the mask. Our soul wants to express. Our soul wants to grow, learn, live more. But we are not taught that intelligence from a young age. And so that ego sort of takes over from a young age. And I don't want to act like that there's no such thing as no one having any ego. Ego is part of that human experience.
Right.
It's out of balance, right? Because there's no escaping it fully because we're in human form. But if it takes over, then and you're living completely behind this mask and you're not really to express who you really are, what it is that you really want to do. Maybe you're showing up in the world in a way that is not authentic to who you really are. And I know that was the case for me a lot of the years. I was kind of hiding behind this mask, and it affects us on so many levels, on not just an energetic level, but it affects us on a soul level and on a bodily level as well.
And when you're referring to the mask, you're talking about the the facade right now, right? Not the physical mask, because that's also an issue. I just did a post on Facebook responding to some people chattering about what's going on with the COVID, and I said it's sad that the kids have to go through this because they're losing their humanity and they're losing their form of expression because they have to hide behind the actual mask. So talking about the facade, it's kind of the same thing, just hiding behind these masks. You're not able to express yourself. So I think this manifestation challenge is going to be great. I'm signed up for it, so I can't wait. There's also a book that it's a chakra cheat sheet report. What is this about? People that signing up will get this report.
Yeah, you get the chakra cheat sheet. So that's basically a guide for you to understand a little bit more about the chakras. There's so much to it, right? There's certain colors that are associated with the chakras, and really what the colors and the organs that they're connected to, where it's located, and things of that nature. So that's kind of what the cheat sheet is sort of a nice little table for you to just look at and see, okay, this chakra is connected to these issues, these organs, and things of that nature.
Awesome. And then you have something in your hand. What is that? Is that one of the stones? I have the chakra stone. I have all type of like the flat stones, the actual stones. I have the pendant, with the little like clear crystal on top. So what is this that you have here? This is beautiful.
That is crystal. It's just pure crystal. And I actually, crystals are really beautiful and they help balance out the energy in the home. If you study like feng shui, which is another way of so energy shows up in so many ways, right? We have the energetic aspect of our home. Our home does have energy centers just like our body because it becomes a living thing within itself. So crystals are a really great way when you're dealing with energetic imbalances in the home to balance out certain things in the home when you can't structurally change your home. And they're also just a great thing to have in you because they emit the prism. So I put the crystals in my actually I have it sitting right now in my window. And so when that sunlight shines in and it hits the prisms, there's all these magical rainbows in my room. And it's just so healing. Yeah. So.
Wow. So 5 days, what can we expect? If you go day by day, is there, an agenda every day? And I know you have a Facebook group that you've created to engage with everyone. So talk to us. What are we expecting? So I'm signed up Monday when I wake up. What's going to happen?
Well, so I'll be going live every day at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have a closed Facebook group just specifically for this challenge. And then I also am going to be running the challenge on my Instagram because there are a lot of people who don't use Facebook, and that's fine. So I've kind of set it up to where I'll be live both days on both platforms. If you do have Facebook, it's kind of better to tune in there because there's extra goodies that I can put in the Facebook group that I can't do on Instagram. But during the day, I'll just be doing a short workshop daily at the same time for the duration of the challenge, the 5-day challenge. And we're going to be going through each chakra. We're going to be learning the basics of each chakra, how they operate, and ways that you can tap into it. And we're going to be balancing them. We're going to be balancing them through some very powerful techniques that I know, very simple, but very powerful techniques. And so you're going to walk away feeling lighter, brighter, more open, and get to know yourself on a more subtle level is the goal.
Is there a way people can follow you? Is it your IG? We have the website scrolling there, chakrabalancechallenge.com to sign up. How can they best connect with you, Alkemia?
Yeah, so if you want to register for this free challenge, you just go to that, chakrabalancechallenge.com. Everything else is explanatory from there. You'll get the daily emails for the challenge. You'll get the link to the private Facebook group and the Instagram, as well. And I'll be sending out that cheat sheet via email as well. So you'll be getting that. And yeah, Alkemia Earth is my page and is my my Instagram. But if you just go to the website and sign up for the challenge, you'll be able to find me that way and ensure that you're in.
Awesome. I am so looking forward to it. We've still got a couple of minutes. Is there anything you want to share from your experiences, or maybe someone's life that you impacted with working with their chakras?
You know, I had a client that I worked with 3 weeks ago, and she's a private client of mine. And so I did some energy work on her. It was her first experience with the certain protocol that I used. And basically what we did was she just told me, I just want to feel better. She didn't really get into some of the issues that she was having. Well, after I was done, she ended up telling me that she had some reproductive issues. So my first session with her, I told her, I'm being led to focus on your reproductive organs. I don't know why, but that's what I'm here to do. So we're going to do that.
Wow.
She was quiet about the whole experience and didn't tell me until afterwards, but she has been experiencing reproductive issues for more than half of her life. Her cycle is never on time. It's usually 2 weeks late. It's extremely painful when it comes and all of those things. And basically the first session that she did with me, she got her cycle that night. She got her cycle that night.
Energy.
And it wasn't on time. And she said, I'm never on time. I'm always a week or two late. And so the day I triggered her cycle, apparently with my treatment, her cycle came, and she said it was just different. The way her cycle in general was just different. It was just a lot healthier. She felt better. Usually she's down for days, and that wasn't the case this time. So yeah,
wow.
Energy will be really powerful.
We have Tiffany's asking, do you know Ayurveda? Am I pronouncing that Ayurveda?
Ayurveda, yeah.
Ayurveda.
Yeah, you know, Ayurveda, I don't study Ayurveda right now. I do implement some Ayurveda techniques, but that's not really my specialty. But Ayurveda is amazing. Yeah, it's very powerful medicine as well.
Well, let's talk about my throat. Okay, I talked to you before we got on. I did my reading because I do read cards, and I do have folks read for me. And a lot of times the throat chakra comes up to focus, for me to focus on my throat chakra. And my throat is a little sore, dry. And then, you know, I understand it has a connection with possibly if you're doing too much, or, you know, overextending yourself. I don't know if I'm correct, but what this throat area, what is that meaning? Like, what's happening here?
So the throat area is connected to truth, communication, and really speaking your truth is what that power of the throat chakra holds. It's very connected to the heart chakra, and this is kind of what the balancing is all about. Is we actually are heart-centered beings. Most of us are now head-centered beings, and when we look at the heart chakra where it's positioned, which is just below the throat, it's directly in the center of all 7. And so it's 3 up and 3 below from the other chakras. And so the throat chakra, though, specifically is, again, it's about speaking your truth, communication. And I'll be going a lot more into that in the challenge, as far as like if things are coming up for you, how to tell if you have a blockage there. And if you do, if you're lacking energy in the throat chakra, what that looks like. And if there's not enough energy coming in through the throat chakra, what that looks like, because there's 2 sides to every coin, right? We can have too much energy coming in, or we can have not enough energy coming in. And so basically that's what the chakras are. They are the portals for the energy, the prana, which is the universal energy that we technically live off of. The chakras are responsible for bringing that in and out of the body. So very, very important that we have, you know, these energy centers on point. And then I'll be going into, you know, in the challenge of, you know, how to tell if there's an imbalance and what that looks like. There's certain foods you should be eating too, if you're trying to balance out a certain.
Of course, I'm sure it's all about the food. Awesome. So you want to subscribe and to NaijhaSpeaks.com, like, subscribe, comment. If you have any more questions, please ask. While we have Alkemia on, we want you to sign up for the 5-day chakra manifestation challenge, which starts on Monday, November 2nd. Alkemia, is there any special tip that you want to share before we sign off?
Get some sunlight and drink some water, you know, stay connected to those 5 elements. You know, that sunlight is vital as we move into the.
I need some sunlight. It's been raining like yesterday. I was in all day yesterday. I was out on the patio, but I need some sunlight too, you know, and I need to breathe in that good fresh prana, as Ralph Smart says. in infinite waters, breathing in that good prana. I appreciate you taking the time. Folks, please, chakrabalancechallenge.com, chakrabalancechallenge.com. Sign up is free. And I think we all have some chakra work to do and getting in alignment. So make sure you're in there. I'm in.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evening and be safe.